Hello and welcome to this spotlight session. It is a session where our exhibitors share a particular message, theme, or story that deserves to be in the spotlight. And I have with me Diana Jacobson. Hello, Diana.
Hi, Sigrid. It's great to be back.
Lovely to have you. Diana, you're an accountant, business and financial strategist, and you really focus on that combination of architecting the feelings around wealth and building a business. In fact, you are calling your business Shine at Business. So that's helping us to shine with our business at our business. And in this spotlight session, you're going to look at time. How much time do we have? How do we use the time? How busy are we? Are we really busy? Take it away, Diana.
Thank you. And yes, we always wear our busyness like a badge of honor. You don't get any extra monuments necessarily for being extra busy, but it's a combination that I hear from business owners often of I am too busy, I don't have time, I don't have enough cash flow coming in, and I can't find adequate staff. So often they are treated like separate pillars within a business, but yet there's a huge amount of overlap and some areas that can be refined, even in little steps, one thing at a time. So I thought today I'd share some of that, and that might just give people a framework to go and revisit where they feel they are being squeezed in terms of staff, time, busyness, and cash flow. So, as always, I am using a whiteboard. So, anyone that works with me knows that I use paper and coloured textures and whiteboards all the time. So, we will, yes, get that going. Good. And so the way that I suggest we look at this is in the middle is me and my skill set, the area for which I write an invoice might come down to two, three, maybe five at most areas that I am treating as my area of expertise, my specialty, my goods or service. What am I raising an invoice for? Where am I getting money from? And the reason we get very busy is if we are the sunshine in the middle of our little solar system, there's a million, possibly more, planets that are oscillating all around here, which is all of the other stuff that we need to get done in our day and week and month and life that is not those few core tasks. And that may or may not be business related because we are not compartmentalized. We are not I'm only a business person, or I'm only a mum or a person or a daughter or a wife or whatever else we are. So these might be things like bookkeeping. They might be ironing. It might be going to do the groceries. It might be buying a gift for someone. It might be mowing the lawn or walking the dog, washing the car, picking up the kids, doing the dry cleaning. All these millions of things that we just like a walking to-do list. And we get very busy being busy with all of this circular stuff around the edge, and we don't get what I call the big rocks done, which is the stuff that we raise an invoice for. So people can say, I'm working so hard, I'm so busy, I'm doing so many hours, and yet I've got no money. Therefore, I can't employ someone because I've got no money. So I wanted to just marry those couple of things together. And while it would be lovely that we had a big bucket of money and that we can suddenly pay someone else who thinks just like us and can do all of these million disparate things the way we would want them done, that's plan A. It doesn't often work. So plan B is to pick one thing at a time to outsource. So while that might seem obvious, people tend to say, oh no, well, I can go and get the mail, or I can go and do the banking, or I can do the bookkeeping, or I can do the ironing. Just because you can does not mean you should. And even if it's something you enjoy doing, that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best use of your time. You might spend half a day doing that task every week or fortnight or month. But if that's something that's more of that low-hanging fruit and what I call the smaller rocks, then support someone else whose area of expertise and specialty is in that. So I always suggest to people start with one thing at a time. So for instance, if you spend a couple of hours a week doing your bookkeeping. So you might spend 10 hours a month. You might then engage a bookkeeper, and it only takes them, say, 5 hours a month, because they can just sit down and get it done, and they're not interrupted, and they just focus and it's done. So you might pay them, I don't know, $80 an hour. So you've just paid them $400. But if what you do charges out even at the same, maybe even less, but certainly if it's more, you've just bought yourself 10 hours of your own time back for $400, granted. So find something in these key areas that you can spend 10 hours on, or in creating relationships and feeding new business into your business. Let that integrate for a little bit, maybe a few weeks or a month, because yes, it's $400. It's got to come from somewhere. And generally it should be that you've then generated $400 out of that 10 hours, but at least you have then raised your own presence and profile and awareness of what you do, not that you're behind the scenes doing the bookkeeping. And then you would pick the next thing that bogs you down. And I'd suggest you start with the things that really do waste your time and you don't enjoy. So that might be cleaning the house, or doing the ironing, or grabbing the groceries, or whatever it might be. But in each time, make it a digestible chunk. Some of these might be grouped. There might be one person that you can give a few of these to, but there's no point thinking, I'll just employ someone else to think like me. That way you're supporting other people's businesses. My house cleaner has a motto, which is, don't let the house win. She loves it. I love it. Everybody's happy. And we're then supporting the bookkeepers, and we're buying little chunks of our time. The important thing is to use that sensibly and not just, it just evaporates. You can then do another model, and we could dig this into this more. It's in the resources that are on our booth, and it's in the ebook and the audio book, where you look at the people in your team and you look at their strengths and aptitudes, and then look at whether there's any of these tasks that are oscillating, or whether there's tasks within the business that just fit in their box, rather than trying to fit square pegs and round holes together. Just have a look at where there's a natural flow and fit, because we are our own worst enemy in being busy. And just by little steps like this, rather than huge steps where I've got to find, $50 or $60 or $70,000 to pay someone else to come in and help me, we're just doing, $400 a month, or something here or something there. And it's way more digestible, and you're buying back mindfully, intentionally, deliberately, sections of your time that you can then just carve out to do the things that then will bring more money into your business to then do the next little step around that. So that's my contribution to our reducing our busyness, reducing our sense of overwhelm, reducing that burnout, and supporting our business as well as the businesses around us. I think I'll leave it there for today. If anyone has any other questions, please go and have a look at our booth. We're happy to do a special offer of consultations of strategic planning for Expo visitors. And we are happy to always have a chat or throw some resources around to give you a hand in structuring your business and your life in a supportive way. Thank you.
Excellent, Diana. Thank you for that. And it is always really great to have the visual on the screen. It makes it just so much easier for those that are very visual, which I think a lot of people are, to see that mapped out. So thanks for that, and a great offer. Go and visit Diana's booth at this expo. Make sure you take a good look at what is in the brochures section. Thanks, Diana.